Now we'll start our second assignment. This is also an interview question for JS DOM. So what is this question is, we have to make this chessboard and we have to use less HTML to create this chessboard. Maximum we can use one div. It's like minimum it's written, but it's maximum what it is told, and maximum DOM elements we have to use, and the dimension of this whole chessboard should be 640 by 640. So if it is 640, then each of the columns that you are seeing over here, this what you can say, each of the box should be of 80 pixels, like 80 pixels of width, 80 pixel of height, and it should be 8 in a row. So how it's like 640 divided by 8, so it will come 80 80 80. We have done like that. So now we'll make this. So firstly I have made a folder called chess, and in that I have made 3 files: index.html, style.css and script.js. They are empty, fully empty. So now we have to style these things. So firstly we'll write the boilerplate code of HTML, and we'll give a title of chess, and inside this we'll make a div as it was told in the question, and we'll name this div with a class so that we could style it, and we'll call it as main. Okay, now we have to go to script tag to add the rest of the divs that are inside, like each row, this single row, and the column inside those rows. So we'll firstly attach the script file. So script tag, and inside this script tag src, and inside this src I'll give script.js, which I have already created in this folder. So here we are in script.js. What we have to do, we have to create 8 rows. This is one row, sorry, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, sorry, I'm telling it wrong. This is one row, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row, and likewise whatever vertical that you are seeing are rows, and whatever horizontal that you are seeing are columns. Okay, so to make these things, we'll have a for loop, and we have like 8 rows. So we'll write like let I is equals to 0 to I less than equals to 7, so it will be 8, and I plus plus. Inside this we'll use a DOM property called DOM element method called create element. So we'll create those things. So firstly we have to create the rows. So I'll write let new div, because we are creating a div, and we'll use the method with the document object, document dot create element, and in this we'll have div. So what this will do, this will run the loop for 8 times, and this will create div for the 8 times. So what we have to do after that, we have to give a class to div so that we could style on it. So here we can give a class with the help of the variable name dot class name, and we can assign a class with assignment operator as equal to, and we can give row as a class. Then to add this div which we have created over here, these 8 divs, to our main div, this div, we have to use the document.query selector to get that particular class, and we have to append these divs. So how we'll do that, we'll use document dot query selector, and in this query selector I'll call that main class div, and I'll append the child called new div. Here what I'm doing, I'm calling this div, and I am adding the childs that I have made with the help of this div in the loop. So when you go to our folder, and I'll open this, so you can't see anything right now, but if I inspect, and go to elements tab, and in this elements tab I can see head body. Inside body, if I click, I could see the main div over here, and when I click the main div I could see all the rows that are created. So 8 rows are created, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and see we have not written any of the HTML as it was told in the question. Okay, and all the HTML are been written by JavaScript, by DOM element, by DOM create element. Now we have to create the columns. So inside each row we should have 8 columns. Okay, then only this structure will come. Like each of these rows has 8 columns. Like one full row has 8 columns. 1 2 3 4, like this 8 columns are there in that. So what we have to do, we have to create this column. So we will write another for loop to create the column. Let j is equals to 0 and j should be less than or equals to 7 and j plus plus. Then we'll do the same thing as above. We'll create another variable, new, or we'll write it like child div, and we'll create the element document.create element. And here also we'll create divs only. So rows and columns both will be div. Then in child div I'll attach a class name called column. So as I am attaching the child name, you will be able to see that what is the class name. You can see, like I'll show you in a minute. And whatever these childs are, it should be in each row. So what I'll do, I'll call this variable and I'll append whatever childs we have over here in that particular row. So I'll write like new div and append child, and in this I'll add child div. So what it did, when you go over here, when I again inspect, and we can see each row will have 8 columns. So you can see as I have written class name over there, so it has attached that class equal to column, and here also class equal to row. So each row has 8 columns now. When you open this, you can see each row has 8 columns. So this you can do in HTML also, but here it becomes really easy, like 5 to 6 lines, and you can add the rows and columns. Now as our rows and columns are added, now we'll go to CSS and we'll write the CSS of this thing so that it could look like this. Okay, so firstly we'll attach the CSS. That is the main work. So link rel for relation style sheet and href hypertext reference, and we'll give the reference of this style. Okay, and in the style, first we'll give the universal selector style like margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing border box. Okay, then we have to style the main div so that you could see the outer border and all those things. So firstly, whatever it's given in the question, like 640 should be the width and 640 should be the height, we have to give that, and we have to put a border so that we could see. Solid black. So when we go over here and we refresh, we could see a box of 640 pixels. Now we have to give 80 pixels of columns so that our columns could come over here. And before that thing, this box is stick to the top and to the left side, so we have to move it from there. So for that I'll give margin from top and bottom 10 pixel, and from the left right auto. So when you go over here, you can see left and right same, and top and bottom 10 pixels. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to give some width and height to our column, and then we have to fill the color. But before that, we have to tell our main div that whatever divs are there in this main div, like when you go over here, so this is the main div. Inside this, these divs are there, rows are there. So we have to tell our browser that whatever divs are there, move, like keep them in adjacent to each other, means in vertical direction, but it should be adjacent to each other, means in a row it should come. Okay, I'll show you what I'm telling. Like it should be like this, like what is happening right now. One row is like this, then after that second row is after this, like it will be taking another like this much height, it will be taking beneath this div, like this much div is this, and one more div will be there which is beneath this, like it will come downside. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to make them to float to the left of each other. So we'll write display flex. This property will help us to float them in adjacent to each other, but you will not able to see anything because we have not filled any color. Okay, now we have to give width and height for each column, like 80 pixels because it's 640 throughout, and we have to give like 8 columns in a row. To give that width and height, firstly what we will do, that we have defined here the column as call. So we'll call that in our CSS dot call and give a width of 80 pixels and height of 80 pixels. Okay, so it will be a round box. Now what we have to do, we have to like it will not give anything right now, but to style it like this, like first box should be white, then black, white and black. So what we can do a mechanism here. This is, we can consider first as an odd row, then second even, then third is an odd row, fourth even, like that. So what we will do, first odd row we'll take, and in the odd row we will style only the even boxes like 2, 4, 6 and 8, and in even rows we'll style all the odd rows, all boxes like 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so how we'll do that? So firstly we have to take the odd rows. So there is a property called nth child in CSS which help us to take odd and even rows and odd and even child. So here is that property, row colon nth child, and in that I'll put odd. So what it will do, it will select the odd rows, the odd row class it will select. Inside the odd rows we have to style the even columns. So to style the even columns, we'll do the same thing, dot call and child selector even, and in this even I'll write a background color of black. Now you'll be able to see something. So when I refresh, so you can see this is considered as first row. So in the first row we have even child, like see, first is this child, then second is this child, then third, then fourth. So all even childs are black. This is even, this is even, this is even, this is even, all are black. Here also first is this is odd row, one odd row, then even row, then odd row, then odd row, then odd row. So all the odd rows, even child are, even column are selected and are colored to black. Now what we have to do, we have to reverse this thing. What we have to reverse this thing, all the even rows we have to select now. See, this is the odd row, this is the even 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 row. We have to select the even rows, and in that we have to give back color to odd rows. Okay, odd columns, sorry. So and child selector row, and here I'll give even, just opposite what we have done above, just opposite to that, odd. So black color, black, sorry, black. So now you will be able to see the chest that we were looking from the beginning. Okay, so this is how we'll make this chest. So it will have 8 rows and 8 columns, and the width will be like 640 by 640, and each column width will be, each step width will be 80 pixels by 80 pixel. Okay, thank you.